What's up guys, Jayesh here from Tech Simplified. This is a basic Microsoft Word tutorial. So if you have never used Microsoft Word, then this is the place to start. In this video, we will see all the basic functions of Microsoft Word, like how to add text, how to add images, how to add tables, then format all those things to make it look neat, then even how to add graphs. Then we will export the entire project in a PDF so you can share it with your friends. We will save it in a Word file as well. And basically all the things which a beginner needs to know to get started into Word, we will cover all those things. So let's get started. First up, I'm using Microsoft Word 2013 version. So if you're using any version above it or even before that, the tutorial should be relevant. All the features are basically the same. The way the things look are different. So let's get started. First up, open Microsoft Word. Now this is how the Word looks. And as you can see, there's an option to select blank document, and then there are a lot of pre-made templates which Microsoft has made, which you can use. As you can see, there are lots and lots. If you want, you can search from the online templates as well. Now, if you want to make something custom, then I would highly recommend you guys to search it for online templates, and you'll find a good template to start working on. Now, we'll start with a blank template. So let me click on this blank document. And this is how the Microsoft Word looks. This is the place basically where you will add all the text. Let me delete it. This is the top bar. What we call each one is tab. These are the tabs. This is the home, this is insert, this is design, page layout, and these are all tabs. And inside the tabs we are having ribbons. Each ribbons has functions which we will be using. Now in the bottom right, you'll see this zoom in and zoom out option. Let me click on this. As you'll see, we are zooming in more in the worksheet. If I click somewhere over here, as you can see, we are zooming out. I like to keep it somewhere close to 120. It's 164. Yeah, something like this looks good. This looks good. The most useful tab is the home tab. This is the tab we are going to use the most number of times. And from here you can change the way your text looks and basically manipulate the way your entire Microsoft Word document is looking. Then there's the insert tab. From here you can insert table, pictures, shapes, and all those things. Then if you want to change your page layout, basically how your page looks, change the margin of your page, change the orientation, change the size, all these things can be manipulated from here. Now let me go click into the home tab. Now let us start by adding some text. Now to add text, just start typing the text. Let me here type beginner's guide to Word. And then if you want to come to the next line, hit enter, start typing, hit spacebar if you want to give some space. If you want to delete a text, then hit the backspace key. As you can see, you can delete this way. Let me type it, hit enter, come to next line, hit enter, come to next line, hit enter, come to next line. Okay, this looks good. Now, let's just say that I want to increase the size of this font. This is the heading, so I want to increase the size. Just select this entire text. Now, what you can do is just triple click your left mouse button and it will select the entire line. As you can see, the line is selected. Or just left click your mouse button and move your cursor to the text where you want to select it. This is the second way of selecting the text. Once the text is selected, come inside this font section. Over here, the first command is, as you can see, change font. Now click on this down arrow, and from here, as you can see, there are lots and lots of font you can choose from. And I like to choose this Times New Roman, so I'll select that. The second option is the font size. Let me click on it. And as you can see, you can change the size of your font. Another way to change your font size is click on this third command. This is A, and this up arrow will increase the size. As you can see, A and this down arrow will decrease the size, as you can see. Or you can just go inside this and type in a number. Let me hit 18 and type 18 and hit enter. As you can see, the size has changed. Now if you want, you can bold the text, underline the text, and do all those things as well. just select the text which you want to bold. We will keep this selected and click on this B to bold it. Click on this italics, that is I to italic. Click on this U to underline it. The shortcut for each is Control B for bold, Control I for italics, and Control U to underline. Then let's say you want to change the color of this text, then you can do that too. Just click on this font color option, click on this down arrow, and from here you can choose the font color. Whichever font color you want, you can choose. Let us select this one. And if you want to change the background of this font, basically as you can see behind this font there, the sheet is white, that's why we are getting white. If you want to change the color of that, then click on this text highlight color, click on this down arrow, and from here you can select the color which is behind that particular font. We'll select no color, we don't want that. Then there is an option for the change case. Click on this down arrow, and from here you can select or basically change the entire text to lowercase, uppercase, and capitalize each word. Now let me select the entire heading. Triple click to select it. Click on this down arrow and just select lowercase. As you can see, all the alphabets are in lowercase. Now let me hit uppercase. All the alphabets are in uppercase. Now let me hit capitalize each word, and all the alphabets, all the first alphabets of the word will be in capital. This is also a good feature. Now on the right hand side of font you'll see paragraphs. This is again a good way to improve the way your sheet looks. Now to just select the heading, and inside the paragraphs you'll see over here there are 4 options to align, basically how you want to align. First one is align left. This will align the text to the left. Second is center. It will bring the selected text to the center. Next one is right. It will basically shift the text to the right. Now let me select this and bring it to the center. This looks good. Now as you can see, all the text which I've written below this, if I want, I can convert that into a list. Now let me select all the text. Left click your mouse button and just select all the text. Once you've selected, leave your left mouse button and click on this bullets icon. From here, as you can see, there are different bullets you can choose from. If you want to give it a number instead of a bullet, then select the second option, which is numbering, and from here you can give this a number as well. Now let us give this a number. This looks good. Now let me add some dummy text. Okay, this looks good. Now let's say you want to change the distance between these 2 lines, that is 2 lines. Just select the entire text and click on this arrow which says line and paragraph spacing, and just hover your mouse over it, and as you can see, the changes are being made. Now let me select this 1.5. Now let me zoom out to show you guys the difference. So this is basically, this is 1.5. Distance between this first line and the second line is 1.5, and this is 1. You can clearly see the difference. So this is how you can change the distance between the 2 lines as well. I think this is also a useful feature. Now this is the styles bar. If you're making a very big document, then this is where the styles tab will come into use. If you're making a 1-2 page document, then I don't think this will be useful. I'll make a separate video on this. If you want, you guys can check that out too. Now one important feature which I want to show you guys is, let us say I select all these text and change it to bold. Shortcut is Control B, and now what I want is, I want to just copy the formatting of this text and want these texts as well to be bold. Now to do that, just select the text which you want to copy the format of. I want to copy the format of these 3 lines, so I'll select it and click on this format painter. Just left click, and as you can see, the cursor is already changed to a paintbrush. Now just select the lines where you want to paste this format. In our case, it is these 2 lines. I'll left click and select it, then leave the left click, and as you can see, The content of these two lines is same, only the formatting is copied. Now this is a very useful feature. In this example which I showed you, I was only having the bold copied, so that didn't really matter. But if you want to copy something like this, now this is having bold, this is having italics, this is having underline, text is different, size is also different. So there are 5 different things in this. So instead of selecting a text and changing all those 5 things, you can just copy the text, click on Format Painter and select the destination text, and as you can see, only the format is pasted, not the content. So the content is same, only the format of this is pasted. So this is a very useful shortcut you should be using. Now let me hit Ctrl Z to undo. Now if you want to go to any text, then just hover your mouse and click on the alphabet where you want to go, and you can just basically go to there. If I want to go bring my cursor to this need, then just hover my cursor over need and click over it, and as you can see the cursor is over there. I can add text. Now as you can see, I have added only text till this part. That's why this is the last point up to which I can hover and come. If I come over this and click, as you can see, I'm not able to go inside there because I'm not added any text over there. Now let me add some image. Before adding image, just go to the place where you want to add image. Let us say we want to add image after this galleries. So come to this galleries, then click on insert, then click on this pictures option, and from here you can select the picture. Basically wherever there is picture in your file, just select it. Now let me select some pictures. Okay, let me select this picture. So this is how the picture looks. Obviously it doesn't look very compelling. Now let us improve the way it looks. Click on this arrow on the left hand side, and as you can see, you can increase the size of this. If you want to select on this on the right hand side, you can squeeze the image. If you select and drag it to the right, you can increase the width of the image. If you want to decrease the height, then select and drag it to decrease the height, then select on this, drag it down to increase the height. So there's an option to increase and decrease the size as well. Now if you want to move this text to image to let's say to the top of the page, just select the image and try to bring it up. As you can see, the image is now up. Now sometimes it is very difficult to bring the image to the top or basically move the image freely. In that case, what you can do is just select the image and click on this layout options, and from here select behind the text or in front of the text. Now once you do that, now as you can see, you will be freely able to move the entire image anywhere on the sheet, and the image is not interacting with the text. It's not interacting anyway. So let me just keep it somewhere over here. Now let me hit on sign and hit enter and click on this image and put the image over here. Now this is not the best option to insert image, but sometimes when you're not able to insert image, then you can use this option as well. Now if you want to crop the image, just select the image, and once you select the image, you'll see a new tab appears, format tab. Just click on that format tab, and from here a whole bunch of new features will appear using which you can manipulate the way your image looks. There's an option to add frames. As you can see, you can add frames like this. If you want to add borders, then you can add borders as well. I've made a separate tutorial video, you can check that too. Then if you want you can basically crop the image. Select this crop, and from here you can crop the image. As you can see, if I want, I can crop this image. So this is how you can add image to your Word file. Now let me show you guys how to add some table. Now go to the insert tab, and from here select table, And as you can see from here, you can select the number of columns and number of rows you want. Let's say we want a 3 column, that is 3 column and 6 rows. So this is first row, this is second, this is third, this is fourth, this is fifth, and this is sixth. On the right, you can see the live preview. So this is 3 columns and 6 rows. Once you're happy, just click on it. And as you can see, this table is being inserted. Add some text, then you can add the text the way we do normally. Now if you want to change the color and basically make this table look more appealing, click on this plus icon to select the entire table. And as you can see, a new design tab is appeared. This is the old design, this is the new design tab, which is used to design just this table. Now from that, select this table style, click on this down arrow, and there are a lot of ready-made table options to choose from. Let me select this orange one. As you can see, the entire table is now orange and basically creamish in color. Now to basically change the position of the text which you've written, just select the entire table, come inside the layout tab, and from here you can change the alignment. As you can see, it's in the top left. Now let me bring it to the center. This is how it looks in the center. Now let me enter some text if I want. As you can see, you can add some text if you want. And if you want to add some border, then just select the entire table, then click on this design tab, and from here select borders, and you can add borders as well. So I've made separate tutorial on tables as well. It's very difficult to explain every feature in just one video without keeping it 2-3 hours long. So I won't go into the detail, but this is how you can add table as well. I feel if you start doing it yourself, start tinkering with the software, you'll come to know how to use it. If you can't figure it out, then just check out my videos. It's there on YouTube as well. So after table, you can add shapes as well. Let me click on insert, click on the shapes. And from here, as you can see, there are a lot of shapes which you can add. Let me select one arrow, just left click to select it, and then just make a rectangle to dictate or to change the size of it. If the rectangle is more on the right, as you can see, the length is increased, it's on the up. As you can see, the width is increased. You can change the way it looks. You can change the color of it from top. And basically from this format tab, you can change a lot about arrow as well. Now let me quickly show you guys how to add a graph as well. If you want to enter a graph in your Word document, how to add that too. Just go inside and click on from the insert tab, click on charts. Once you click on chart, there are a lot of charts to choose from. Line graph, pie graph, bar graph, area, and all those things. Let me select a bar graph, and from here, as you can see, this is a 2D one, this is 3D, and there are separate different graphs as well. Let me select this 3D pie option, click on OK, and give it some time to load. And as you can see, it has opened Excel as well parallelly, and from here you can manipulate or change your data. Now this is basically the first quarter, second, third, and fourth. First is 8.2. If you want to change it, you can change. Let me change it to 12. As you can see on the live preview, the graph changed. Now let me change this first quarter from 12 to 6 and see the graph change lives. As you can see, the graph is changed. Let me get rid of this arrow first. Select it, delete it to delete it. And as you can see, you can change your the way your graph looks. Now this is if you change the text on the column, then it will change over here as well. It is sales. Now let me add a number of students, something like that. As you can see, it is changed. Now once you're happy, click on this X, and as you can see, the graph is inserted. Now again, this is a very basic introduction to graphs. There's more to graphs than this. There's more to tables, there's more to image, there's basically more to Microsoft Word than this. But this is a beginner's tutorial to give you a jump start, to make you feel that you know Word, to make you confident about this software. Now I've made separate tutorials, do check them out. In the last, what I'll do is I'll show you guys how to save your project and how to export it in a PDF. Now to save your project, click on Files, and from here you can click on save or save as. Now let me click on save and just select the folder where you want to save it and give your file name and save as type. As you can see, there are a lot of options to choose from. You can select the Word document, that is .docs, which is basic standard Microsoft Word document extension, or you can convert into a PDF as well. Now let me click on PDF. Let me click on this Word and click on save. As you can see, the file is now saved. Now let me click on files, click on export, and then click on this PDF option and export this in a PDF format as well. So the file is exported in PDF as well. Let me minimize it, and this is where the file is. Let me open it. Let me zoom out. So this is how, as you can see, it looks. As you can see, this is a PDF version, and this is the Microsoft Word version, that is .docs version. So this is how you can save your file or save your project as well. Hopefully you guys like this video. Hopefully you guys understood or got a good hold on Word. If you want me to make more advanced tutorials of Microsoft Word, then please write it in the comment section. I'll make that too. If you want, then feel free to check out my other tutorials. I've made separate tutorials on tables, pictures, then shapes, then how to add page number, how to add table of contents, and all those things. So you guys can check that out too. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Subscribing to my channel, then please consider subscribing to my channel. In the next video. Bye. Thank you for watching.